Good day, everyone. Today, I will discuss the human impact on the environment. But before we proceed, let's have a recap on what biodiversity is. According to UNESCO and UNICEF, biodiversity is the living fabric of our planet. Biodiversity is also the variety of life on Earth, and it includes all organisms, species and populations, and their complex assemblages of communities and ecosystem. But unfortunately, look what happened to our biodiversity now. According to reports released in 2018 by the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, the leading global drivers of biodiversity loss are climate change, invasive species, overexploitation of natural resources, pollution, and urbanization. But then again, who made this? The global report demonstrates the responsibility of human activities in the loss of biodiversity. Nowadays, humans cannot live without essential elements like food, shelter, clothing, home, transportation, or even gadgets. Unfortunately, for the environment, most of these elements are extremely dangerous for nature because the more humanity is being developed, the more it destroys the natural resources. Knowing how humans impact the environment might help us to stop some of the bad practices and highlight the good one. Here are some of the examples of human impacts to the environment. Number 1, pollution. The leading cause of human activity in the environment is, of course, pollution. Have a terrible effect on nature. Pollution starts small, with a few pieces of waste we leave behind, but it gets more severe as we move on a bigger scale. One of the issues of pollution is the global plastic production, which estimates around 1950 we have 2 million metric tons. 2017, it reaches to 8.3 billion metric tons, and approximately in the year 2050, it will now reach to 34 billion metric tons. And remember, only 9% of it are recyclable, and the rest will just be placed in the landfill. Aside from it, the main source of pollution is industry, which affects our air, water, and soil. Second, deforestation. Human performs a lot of activities that requires wood. We need it for fuel and buildings, while we also need to make room for more places we occupy. Either way, we end up cutting forests, which has a massive impact on the environment for several points of view. Number 1, trees are primary oxygen producers on our planet. They maintain our air clear and breathable. But if we cut them, we will contribute to the increase of carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere. Second, forest works as natural habitats for thousands of species. But destroying them, we leave many creatures without home. Third, according to Kelly Austin, poverty and subsistence farming are significant drivers of deforestation in many parts of the world. It shows how the growth and migration of poor rural populations engaging in subsistence agriculture are responsible for the primary forest clearance. Third, genetically modified organisms or GMO. These organisms are usually genetically enhanced to grow more rapidly, look better, or require fewer resources. Those artificial organisms aren't genetically so harmful, but it can happen that similar ones start evolving on their own. Fourth, overpopulation. For the past years, the human population has kept growing until it has almost reached the maximum capacity our planet can sustain. Over time, we saw a lot of progress, both in terms of medicine and technology. These made our life better, reduced mortality rates, and help us develop more urban areas. But then again, consumption, inequality, and population have increased extremely fast, especially since 1950, threatening to overwhelm the many critical functions of our ecosystem. And lastly, we have climate change. Changes in the usual weather found in place. People who study Earth see that the climate is getting warmer, and it is because of burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial agriculture that releases carbon dioxide and other heat-trapping gases into the atmosphere. As with many other environmental problems, we see that a complex combination of population growth, poverty, globalization, and overconsumption are implicated significant ecological transformations. The consequences of these transformations can be both local and global, are frequently disproportionately borne by the very population. Here is an example of good effects on the environment. First, we have afforestation. Humans might cut forests or trees, but we do a lot of planting as well. Second, conservation. Many campaigns seek the conservation of all kinds of resources. The main purpose of this is to reduce the consumption of water and land and protect all the living creatures on Earth. Let me end this discussion by giving you this reminder. Our planet is precious and only we can save it. Remember, we have only one planet and we need to take good care of it for the next generation. Once again, this is Miss Florimay Acervasio. Thank you so much for listening and I hope you have learned a lot. And also, these are my references.